Hello everyone. Today I plan for this to be a short film, or either a short video or short, or however this turns out. I don't know how exactly the length will be, since I'm just kind of doing this. But so all of this is all of my art over the years, even some old stuff. That anything that involves Sun and Moon from FNAF Security Breach, because I love them as characters a lot. As you can tell, I already got some going. I believe I sorted them. I didn't sort them all exactly by how old they are or not. But all of this stuff is Sun and Moon themed just because I love them to bits. So we will start with different sections, and I think at the end I can include digital stuff too. We'll see how that turns out. And yeah, let's get started. First up, I'm gonna do the binders, and it may be hard to see, but I have started this one. This one is one of the very first drawings of Sun and Moon that I did. This one being Moon, and this one's Sun, and that one was this one's from 2024. Him swimming through the air, because I just think that's pretty cool. And some more similar in the same year, 2024. This one also being 2024. Eventually, I developed my own art style for Sun and Moon. This one, I don't know, I didn't have the date, but I'm very sure it's 2024. This one is also 2024, January 29th. And that is it. This is just other FNAF stuff I've organized. This one and this one are the very first Sun and Moon drawings I did, and the reason why there's the lettering behind and stuff is for the song Drop, which was what came out at the time, and it still today is one of my most favorite FNAF songs, and probably is my favorite ever. This one is inaccurate, as you can tell, compared to this one being a lot more accurate, and that's still a little iffy because I hadn't drawn, I'd done some practicing, but I was still really working on drawing. And I remember scrapping a lot of trying to redo this because I constantly just could not do it. And yeah, this one I did back in a couple years ago. Anything prior to about 2023, 2024-ish, I had for some reason done the dating, so the months and days are swapped. So it was actually April 6th, 2022, which is some of the, most of my art I either don't have anymore because for whatever reason I decided to scrap it, or I just did not date it, when I finished it. And this one was a redoing. Even though the character was inaccurate, I still wanted to redo it and see how I improved. And this one was April 21st, 2023, so about a year after. And yeah, I believe that is it for this one. Yes. And so for the next one will be these two. These ones are a lot more updated. This one's Sun, obviously. This one's Moon. And I like these a lot more because I did good on the coloring, and this was part of a bunch of stuff. See, I was still working on my signature compared to how it is now. And this was part of a bunch of drawings I did out of all these different Security Breach characters. I have more in my closet, but those don't have Sun or Moon. Also, I will be including a clips because this is what I did for him. He's a little darker yellow, almost like a greenish yellow because of the way the colors accidentally blended, but I think he's okay. And that is it. We'll do the quote-unquote one-pagers, as I call them, just simply one page. This one, I do this pose, I've done this pose a lot. This one is 2024, July 7th, so a couple days after the 4th of July, which is coming up. So this is almost 2 years old, which is actually surprising. But I actually really like this one. This one's one of the best. This is the best one that I've done as of him in this pose, I'm pretty sure. And eventually, yeah, I do develop my own style for him, so we'll get there later. And I just really love the characters and how they share one body and how that works. These ones are older. These ones are more iffy and cringe. Some of these, like, I was still practicing. I think his face is way too stretched, and some things could need improving, but it's okay. This one is when I use Posca markers. I used them for a while, and I wanted to make him and this other one right here really shiny. This one was 11/2/2024. I had got him. When did I get them? I can't remember. But I don't use Posca much anymore, mostly because I ran out and I just didn't really care to buy them since I've been using better markers. But it was pretty good. Whenever I try to use Posca now, it's much harder than whatever I did back then. And they always left a weird texture on the paper. This one is also a little stretched and small with a smile. A little shiny, I guess, but the shininess is fine. I get that where that's coming from. Also, I will try to tell you when some of these are copied or not from like other artists, because I did do a bunch of that for practice. This one, I had gained some marker. I was able to borrow the markers, and this is what I did with them. Did one with Sun kind of being infected with like really sharp ears or whatever. Sun in a cage and just wearing stuff. I did a Vanny wearing a moon mask, since I like to think that they have some sort of relation to each other in like the way that Vanny seems to use Moon the most, in my opinion, like her right hand man. And so there's this one. I don't know why I chose the face to be like this, but yeah. This one I got a little bit of inspiration from the comics on YouTube that I used to watch a while ago, and occasionally I still might. It's only a couple videos called Ask Sun and Moon. I can't remember how to say it, but I want to say that the people that did at least the 2 or 3 videos that I know are Shav's Media Productions. I can't fully remember, but if you just search up Ask Sun and Moon, their videos should be there. And for my style, my developing style of Sun and Moon right here, I definitely took a lot of inspiration from them. I eventually have had some changes, but a lot of my inspiration was that from them. This is like a mirror with Moon and then the Sodom Moon, since for some reason I like to think there's some connection between them, because it's sort of like a prototype for Moon, I want to say. This is the actual official page for my Moon and my style, pretty much. It's a little different now. The eyes they're a bit more inverted, like more orange than red, I want to say. And yeah, that was just my very first drawing of Moon in my style. He's chill like that. And I did this really weird one. There is this poster I have of Sun and Moon. For some reason, mean girls, they're just like, I don't know why they're animatronics. Technically, they don't have a gender, but I don't know why, but I decided to use that. This is the poster that I have. Yeah, they're just like girl, like they got eyelashes. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know why. I just decided to get that poster. But I was inspired from this, and I just decided to do this as a really random, I guess, practice or creative idea. And yeah, that's it for those. Next up, we got a shorter segment, is the bigger pages, like the very big ones, that I did. And this one was from the music, scene from the music video, Get Away by Tryhard Ninja. It was a scene from the music video, animated one by Five Nights Music. I don't listen to their music much, but I just liked the one scene with Moon and Gregory so much that I decided to draw them. Just like, why not? And this one, I was able to like use some paint, and so I don't really use paint much, but I did this, and I thought I turned out all right. And yeah, I do have like as you can tell already, I do have a very extensive collection of Sun and Moon because of how much I just have appeared to draw them. And here's a Moon drawing I did of him coming out of slide, I guess, with Prismacolor, and I think it turned out good. I don't know, I don't really like the addition of the feet up here. I think it's mid. The hand's fine. And here's this one of an eclipse drawing I did. Just some quote from Eclipse Wings like lights on, turn the generators on. This one was 2024, April. And I thought this one was good. I do like the background and how I did it. It's just interesting, the weird pose I chose. It was like a crawling pose, and I don't know. It's something. I think it's alright. Next up, we will do some of these. So these are way smaller sketchbooks, and it's a little harder. It might be a little harder to find what I'm looking for in most of these. But there should be some sun and moon pages throughout. So yeah, this one, I think the hands I did were pretty small, but this one was just him hanging onto his rope. This one was a more detailed one of Sun doing, I believe the pose that, the photo I used was from Hope Wanted 2, I can't remember. That's Bendy. Where else? Here is Moon and Sun from this really cool animated short I found on YouTube of Sun turning into Moon that someone did. And it was like a super cool cartoony, like almost 80s kind of look to it. Really cartoony, and I just loved how Moon looked especially. And I thought it was super cool. And so I decided to draw those, and I believe I did that somewhere again, elsewhere. And yeah, that's it for this one. Oh, and a side note, really cursed Cuphead drawing that I forgot I ever did. And I was looking around to see if I could find Sun and Moon stuff prior to this video, and I found that, and I like, ugh. It's more uncanny, it's really goofy, I don't know, it's something I just did, I guess. It just plopped out of my hands like I gave birth to it or something. It was not okay. Anyway, yeah, that's it, actually. Here are these, bigger sketchbooks. Here's this one of Sun and Moon, my style. This one I really like for the posing and just how I did them. This one is one of my more favorite ones. And let me see. There's more in here. Might just be it. Yeah, I think this one's it for this one. This one is an older-ish one. This one's from, I want to say someone else's art. I know it's someone else's. I just did it for practice. And a lot of it's come off since a lot of it's rubbed onto this part. But you can decipher it, I guess. If I could find if there's anything else. Oh yeah, I did the same pose again, but I don't know, I colored it. More to it. Same pose. It's not really that much different. Oh, what is it? No. Here it is. Here's an eclipse drawing. I thought this one was pretty good upon looking at it. It's pretty close to how it looks, I want to say. I don't want to judge myself too harshly because I was still developing my art. But, I mean, even now, I'm still imperfect and got a long ways to go. I'm much better on paper art, though, with digital art, because I just happen to practice it a lot more. And I kind of just prefer it anyway. Here is this one of Ruined Moon. I actually I like both Eclipse and Ruined Moon. But there's something about Ruined Moon that I also just, really like. And let me see if I can find any more. There's also a collection of a lot of these really big, Genshin themed drawings, way back when I was either into it and was playing it, or was into it and wasn't before I played it. But now I don't really play it anymore. It was just too much for me, and a little overwhelming for me since I like more slow-paced games. I don't know, I just uninstalled it, and it's not quite my thing, even though I have a bunch of these Genshin posters around in my room. But I do have those drawings, and I do like how most of them turned out. And I don't do much of them nowadays. I'll do them once every month or a couple months, or very rarely. But compared to when I did the bigger drawings, I would usually do them either once or twice a month, and sometimes smaller drawings. as well. I could probably showcase those sometime after this, like on a short maybe. But here is like a more comic thing of Sun in my style and how he interacts with group 3, just, you know, being super annoyed. And here is more Sun, just being more friendly and chill, less burnt out. There should be stuff at the latter part. Oh, here it is. So, this is a weird idea I had with Sun and Moon where they have comedy masks, and I was gonna do a tragedy mask for Moon, but I decided to turn it upside down since Moon still smiles, but, you know, he's different, so it's implied that it's just upside down. But since this one has like ribbons as part of your normal design and the dichotomy mask, it reminded me of Gangle from the American Regional Circus. For whatever reason. That's about it. But another side note that's also unrelated that I just wanted to share. This one is Circus Baby in my style, and I actually really like how this one looked, given her rollerblades and checkered clothing. It's supposed to be red and white, and ice cream, and yeah, I just really like the hair and everything about this version. I guess it's inspired from other artists, but it's mostly my own, and I really enjoy it. So there's that. And that is it for those. So now we are moving on to the actual drawing books, where I started to use the Woohoo markers. This was the first one. I do have these in order. This was the first one when I had just gotten the markers, I think a day or two beforehand, or possibly the same day. And I just did this realistic moon because why not? Because I got new markers, and I was like, yeah, why not? Unfortunately, I do run out of blue an awful lot, and since I do use Moon does use quite a lot of blue, unfortunately. But that's why I like that design. Here is a picture of Sun that I did later on. This one and the Moon one after this are poses from the songs Best Friend and Lights Off by Kyle Allen Music. Pretty good songs. They're not like my most favorite, but like I think they're pretty good. And this one is the Moon version, where he's in a slide and crawling out pretty much. And that should be it for that one. Oh no, one of the pages got that. Hold on. Oh. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Oh well. But here's a funnier one for Sun that I did. 9/7/2025. I believe these are in order, so this one was last year. Just a funny picture of Sun with Savage glasses, and I want to say that's all of them. Oh no, there's actually a couple more in this book, sketchbook, whatever you call it. Silly Goobers. I saw this on a shorts page somewhere, and I believe someone did art of it. So this technically isn't mine, but I just thought their designs are so cute and gooberish, and I wanted to draw them. Silly Goobers. And if I can find it, what I did, here's a good one of mine. I used a reference for this one, but I really like how it turned out. Moon in my style, you know. Actually, I really like this, how it all turned out with I did with the legs and the sandal thing. No, not sandals. Like, what do you call them? Like, they're like boots of some sort, I suppose. Here's another one, roughly the same thing. Just doing the whole William Afton follow me thing that he does. And that is it for that sketchbook. And then we can move on to the next one. I don't think there's much in this one, but I'll have to check. This one is an eclipse one, obviously. Just more a sun and moon, like an eclipse in my style, of course. And I just wanted to try and see what I could do for this one. I like it. I don't know why I didn't do red and then yellow, and I did 2 reds down here, but I think it was fine. So if I can look through real quick. Oh, that was a weird sound. I have plenty of other drawings. Some of these I actually really love and like, that I find it coming across from these books from a while ago. I'm a little out of words at the moment. So many. Yeah, that's it for this one. Next one was a page I did for Sun. Since I didn't do as much Sun compared to. I figured there's 1 or 2 pages in these drawings that are just Sun compilation sort of thing. A collection of different Sun stuff. So here he's holding the plushies. I really like how these plushies turned out. He tastes the colors, yummers. And just him being annoyed or almost turning to his moon side. His darker moon side. And if I can find anything else that might be related to Sun or Moon on this one, I want to say that's it. Yes, that is it. Okay. And this one next is Moon. Just a simple one I decided to do, get a moon in my style. I'm just doing a silly acrobatic type pose with some stars for a background. Maybe that's also it. Yeah, that's like it. So next one is this one. This one is also from a scene from the Kyle Allen music song, Lights Off, and I just wanted to do the same scene but stylized a little bit. Not like necessarily Moon and Miles style, just change up his face a little bit. Maybe it's a little more creepy. Decided to add this little thing since, suns. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's it for this one. I can't say for sure. Oh, yes. Here's another one. Here is a way better one of Ruined Moon. I believe this one, along with a couple others, are on my shorts page, and I really loved how this one turned out. Amazing with the shading and everything. I just love it. It's one of my probably best work I've almost ever done on using alcohol-based markers, the Ohuhu markers. And yeah, I just really love how the lighting turned out. Sorry to stay long, I just have a lot. So I did a bunch of these soda drawings. This is also featured on my shorts, I know that. And this one was the Sun one I did. That was Pineapple Fanta inspired. And there should be a Moon one, which was inspired by Berry Fanta. I had a little more hard time finding a blue soda for this one, I guess. I would have done maybe Mountain Dew Voltage or something. I just didn't know if that was the exact color that the soda was. So I just didn't know if it would work or not. But that's it for that one. And we're almost there. This one is another one of those comic pages type things of a bunch of different Sun stuff. Him just being annoyed with the door stacking stuff, and him from Hellbound 2, if that was Gregory, and shredding his art. Poor kid. Anyway, I believe that is it for yes, that is it for that book. I have way too many drawings. Most of them are featured on the channel though. There's some that I haven't, that are just older. This one I really love, of Sun and Moon and my own art style. Really love this one, especially the colors. And yeah, this one's featured on the shorts, I know that. I think that's it for this one. That's all for that book. Yep. And then final one is the most recent one, which was 5/17/2026. Oh, and of course there is one more, probably the final one, of sun and moon inverted, which does work if you want to try that. It does work, sun and moon inverted. And I really love how that turned out. And I believe there's one final thing somewhere. I was thinking about showcasing everything of Sun and Moon. I have like any action figures or whatever. I don't know if y'all have seen them around. They're like an anime thing. It didn't work out, so I just made this instead. 1 or 2 or 3 layers of paper just glued onto each other, and took it a while to cut all these pieces out. But I really like how this whole thing turned out. If I could put it against, yeah. The back of it was just some pieces glued on and stuff. Yeah, that's it. Alright. But, that's about it. See ya. No, no. I guess you wave at the camera.